Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome in, drones and well, this is not drones and coffee. It's just a show reminder for the Fly for Fun show tonight. We got Mr. Vic Moss. We'll catch up with Vic and see about everything that's inspired over the last few months and kind of do a recap. I thought it'd be a good time to get Vic on. Got any questions that you might be thinking about this so-called ban or whatever they call it? I don't know. Some people say it's a ban, some people say it's not. But yeah, if you got any questions, just get those ready for Vic. And then we'll show a few videos at the end. Got a couple great prizes. Got some indie filters for the Avata 2. And I'll throw in a Johnny Drone Flyer t-shirt. So Drone Oki, welcome in. Good morning. Nick is listening or watching. Ronnie said he's heading out the door and listening, so we can't say anything bad about him because he can't defend himself. Mr. Rob Kamada is probably listening in his big fancy New York office there, sitting back in his big leather chair. No telling what he's doing. Maybe got paid this morning. He's counting his check. It was windy here already this morning. Yeah, we actually it didn't. Let's see. It is 47 degrees. Tomorrow night or either Friday morning, it's supposed to be like 29 degrees. So Nick said, "Okay, Nick, you just listen while you drive to work. Nothing wrong with that. Appreciate it. I was just sitting here, got up early as usual. Sometimes I wish I could sleep a little bit, but I'm up there every morning for probably 5:30, quarter 6. But when will the Avata 360 be available? Rob, man, I was saying tomorrow. We'll see. Somebody kept hinting that date to me, but it'll be out in a few weeks for sure. If not, looks pretty cool. I think we was all thinking it was just a 360 only, and it looks like it does have you can fly it regular with a regular camera or some kind of just like a regular FPV, or say it's an upgrade from the Avata 2. Plus, you got the 360 there if you want to use that. So it looks pretty neat. Pricing on it doesn't really look too bad. I mean, if it looks like you can get a drone and a battery pack. It looks like they have a drone with the RC2. We do know it does fly with the RC2. Just hoping it doesn't have a different kind of goggles that it flies with, say the Goggles 3 instead of a different goggle. Because man, that those goggles are getting so many damn different versions of those. TJ, what's up? TJ, what's so funny? TJ says, "Giggles FPV." That's funny. But no, it'll be a good show tonight. We just like I said, we'll kind of catch up with Vic. I know Vic's been on a lot of shows, and I say now that I don't say the dust has cleared, but at least we kind of know where we're at. And there've been a couple different, there was something else that yesterday or day before that they let Parrot, and they named a couple drone companies that can get in there and be used, and and this whole thing seems like it could have been different now. They just did all the drones in at one time, just the word drone. And of course, now some of the senators across the Midwest there, where they do some forming and stuff, are kind of, acting like now they want to save the day by maybe letting them do the agriculture drones or use the DJI. Well, if they'd have read the bill, it just said drones. So it meant everything from sub 250 to the big drone. So yeah, I think they're just trying to save face a little bit. But hey, if you continue to watch any of the news or watch some of the clips, most of these guys are wearing DJI mics right on their lapel. So yeah, I don't know. It's all about money and lobbyists, and it's come down to this. So that's what it is. We continue to have trouble getting. I would say, yeah, we got some great drones to fly, but you can't get anything repaired right now, or very little. You basically pay for care refresh on the last couple drones you bought. Not so much the Mini 5, but the Air 3S, even some of the Mavic 4s that people just bought brand, relatively new drone, and you can't get the care refresh, or they can't get it repaired. So that's kind of aggravating. If that drone is is approved, it was approved and it's legal in the U.S., then they should be able to sell parts for them or get them in or replace them. So we'll see. Everybody's got an opinion, but yeah. Other than that, yeah, we'll show some maybe a few videos at the end. I think Vic said he can probably stay on about 35-40 minutes. So if you got any questions for Vic, get those ready, and then we'll show a few videos. And like I said, we'll got a nice pack of ND filters for the Avata 2 from Start RC, and I got I think it's an extra large Johnny Drone Fire shirt. So we'll get that to you. We'll do 2 prizes tonight. And yeah, that's it. Captain Joe and I went out and flew. When was that? Sunday? Yeah, I think it was Sunday. We went out and caught. I went out to the swamp and caught a couple of trains. That was pretty fun. Just kind of hung out, and it was a nice day. We had went out, I think, on the New Year's Day actually, and flew. So yeah, get out there and fly if you got some time. And it's a good time of year. I know get a little break sometimes from the cold, and you get a day that's warm enough to get out there. It's really nice. But what else is happening? I don't know. We'll see what 2026 takes us. We still have some great drones. Take care of your drones that you got, and you'll be able to fly for a while. That's for sure. Pick up an extra battery or two, ready available on eBay. Even Amazon may have some of that stuff. So it's a good time to get your drones. Check them and check everything, and check your battery. Count, and kind of keep them level there, and do your little yearly maintenance this time of year. If you can't fly, take your drones out, give them good cleaning. Tell you what, if you get a magic eraser and you got just even little marks and stuff on them, man, it brings them right out. It takes all that out. Clean your lens, give it a good cleaning, and just check everything. Check your props, tighten them up. Bob Casey, good morning, buddy. I just want to get the Neo 2, then I think I'm done buying drones. Yeah, TJ, nice little drone. Anybody looking for a original Neo? I have one in a box. I think I got 2 batteries for it, so I'll sell it, cheap. Just probably not gonna fly it. I had sold the one I used with I had the case, and I think I had 4 batteries. That's why maybe this one only has 2, but had some ND filters, the hard case, the low light, and I think I might have a set of Neo ND filters. So yeah, I'll put together a little package. Anybody looking for an original Neo that's brand new. Great low drone to just say if you get the Neo 2 and you don't fly it, hey, I'd rather see somebody else fly the thing. Still good for a kid, even good to learn FPV on. If you want to use it, then I'll be done buying drone. Yeah, sure. Hot Rod. Buy my 304 Pros. Oh, you got 04. Yeah, I got one that's supposed to be here. I think it says today or tomorrow. Rodney Bill, welcome in. Good morning. Facebook, who is that? Is that a local person, Drone Okie? Yeah, Hot Rod, those, I had ordered that. I think I ordered one. Joe Fotoleo ordered an 04. Nick, I don't know. Nick, did you ever get yours? I know he had got the shipping on it. And John Flynn, I know, ordered one. So, but now they show out of stock again at Flywoo. So because it was a decent, well, it was a good price. It was a great price. I don't want to say it was a good price. It was a great price because it was only like maybe, I don't know, $10 more than the original. Mr. John Flynn, there he is right there. John, I don't think, I know that as of the day, I'm not sure if you got your shipping notification for your 4. Rod says his are in the country. Mine the other day were in Atlanta. Seems like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. So, we'll see. I don't know why it's taking so long, but hey, if they are in the U.S. and they made it here, I'll get it. And that's going to be for the old murder build that Mr. John Flynn graciously sent me a frame there. I actually have a source that can bring them back for me so I can get them. Okay. No shipping notice for John. All right. Yeah, good morning, Rodney Bell. Rodney, just kind of reminding everybody about the show tonight. We got Mr. Vic Moss. So kind of I say, we hadn't had Vic on in a while. Of course, I know he's on a lot of shows, but just wanted to kind of catch up with, I don't know, with now that the dust has cleared, I guess, as I say, and kind of see where everybody stands on their, I don't say it's your final opinion of the ban or the so-called whatever, but I think we kind of know what it is, and see what shakes out here in the next year. But we do have some great drones to fly, and I think people will continue to build FPV, and that's always fun. It's no matter, even though it's a new drone for you, that's for sure. And of course, the prices went up pretty drastically on FPV parts over the past year. Even AliExpress seems like I don't know. I was getting stacks for around, I don't know, $56 or so, and the motors are. I mean, motors always been, I guess, what you want to spend on that. So you could spend pretty much any amount, and you still could get a decent motor for a great price today. But you add it all up together, especially the air units. That's what's really bad because the 04 when it came out, and even right before that, the 03s went down to, I think they were 169, which is it's a great air unit. And the 04 Pros definitely got some advantages, but you still can get the 04. It's really not we call it a light, but it's just a regular 04. There's plenty of those around. I just sold 2 the other day. I had 2, I realized, and in my low FPV box here that I really wasn't going to do with, and still have I think we have 2 left that my son-in-law may use 1, but everybody wants the 04 Pro, and those became almost double in price, or either $239 I think was original. And yeah, you can buy them. They're not hard to get if you want to pay anywhere from $400 to $450 or whatever. All right, Rodney. Yeah, appreciate it. We'll have a good show tonight. It'll be fun. Thanks for popping in. Rodney's heading to work, I'm sure, or he's at work. But yeah, those air units it went up drastically in price, but it is what it is. I hadn't bought. I know people are saying memory cards, SD cards, have went up. I really hadn't looked. I mean, I know I probably had, I don't know, 10 or 12 in my little box under here. So even Amazon and Prime Days, they've always been real reasonable to get. So, but I haven't picked up anything. Don't work too hard there, Uncle Rodney. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anybody wants to pop on. Just sitting here drinking a little coffee. I know talked to Captain Joe last. Captain Joe is actually, I think he's got to be at the school around 6:30 this morning to do something. So, and he got in late last night from shooting some basketball. So, but yeah, hey, it's still a great time for drones. you can get you can pick up your Mini 5 Pro and create a combo from eBay source there. I mean, even some of that, the Air 3S was pretty much still available on Amazon at a really decent price the other day. I think almost, Fly More was like $15.99. It might have been, I don't know. I think that was near about the regular price. So uh, watch your sources there and check out your eBay sellers. But I know we talk about it all the time. I don't think there was really anybody that got, say suckered or didn't get their money back. I mean, I did so-called win an auction on a Mini Mavic 4 Creative Combo, although it showed it with the RC2. I don't know. I think it was 1,200 and something or 1,179, and I paid for it, and the guy kept saying it was shipped, so I kind of got tired and wrote to asked for a refund through eBay, and they issued that refund in about 10 minutes. So yeah, no point in buying parts and building right now. Buying in flies are the only way to go for FPV. Rod said, yeah, you can get a bind and fly fairly well. They're yes, I guess it's a good way to go. Yeah. Yeah, because you got the air unit. If you get it with the 04 air unit in it, and I don't know, it's 5 something or whatever, or hey, you got your air unit, and you got your motors, you got your ESC and flight control, and so it might not be a quite the frame you want or something, but hey, you could use all those parts on something else. That's for sure. And rod, you kind of rod. I guess you're going kind of around the mountain instead of through it. But Flywoo, like I said, for that price that they had was very reasonable. And I think Rod, they making a wide angle version of that 04 Pro. But right now, looking at that website, all that says out of stock again. So, and I don't even think you can do the pre-order like when we did. It said pre-order, but I hope we get those. I hope. I know John Coopy. A lot of people order from Flywoo, so it's a legit company. I don't think you would have any trouble if you got tired of waiting or you don't feel it. It's legit, but it is absolutely legit. So I don't think you'll have a problem. Might have to wait, but it is what it is on that. Through this whole deal, we were able to get the drones we still wanted. Mini 5 Pro. I don't think anybody in the community didn't get it that wanted it. They either got it through that source, through either South Korea or Japan. Anyone have a parts list for what I would need to build the Murder? Yeah, John. I'm sure Rod. We could put some. I can get Joe Fotoleo. I personally know what you need, but I'm not gonna say it's technical. I'd rather Joe write it down and give us a list, and that's maybe a little good idea for a show, even to maybe kind of get everything laid out and show everybody, and not necessarily put it together, but and Joe would definitely get that for you, and he sent it to Philip.
Morning, John.
What's up, buddy?
Just fixing to go get ready to go to work.
Yeah, I was just sitting around and we got the show tonight. So I said, let me do a little reminder. Let's see, Ryan's Hot Rod. What's he say? My main frame guy's business is down in my FPV store. I basically only selling, buying, and flying. So right now it's not. Yeah. Hot Rod. I think though, Hot Rod. I will say a lot of people who ordered a murder frame probably had. Personally, I had everything to build another drone with, probably 3 or 4 drones. I got some motors, I got ESCs, I got the stacks and all of that. But the air unit, and I do have two brand new 03 air units in a box. And I don't know, I just feel like I want to build this on Murder with the 04 frame. Although it would not be a problem putting that 03 on there at all. Be a great drone. So I'm just kind of hanging tight. But yeah, it's not a we talked about a little bit I talked about it, Joe and Mikey and them, and even, coming out with a frame at this particular time is probably not a great thing, but hey, people got a lot of parts and they do a lot of swapping. I easily have a little 4-inch Valador that has, that's the only '04 I ever built, that I built myself. Uh, and I could easily take that off of there, but I don't want to start, tearing the drones down again. Philip already run over them with the golf cart, so I don't want to start unscrewing them.
Yeah, yeah, pretty Neo too.
Yeah.
I was wearing that same shirt yesterday underneath everything. Went up to Chattanooga yesterday, met up with Brad and Ron. We went.
Oh, so you got your printer going?
Yeah, got my printer. Don't know when I'm gonna set it up, but I got my printer.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you'll enjoy that. I'll tell you what. Like a day, I don't know. I'd print something pretty much every day. Captain Joe it's funny because I'll tease Joe. I'll call Joe. I say, Joe, what you printing? He's like, he prints them. He goes through some stuff. Drying up the selection very
Did you
smart.
read your thing about StreamYard? That January 1st, it's being provided by Bending Spoons USA Incorporated.
Yeah, I see it. I don't pay for it anymore, so I don't care. I'll be honest with you, I don't really care what they do. They changed some things and added some stuff, but I used to pay, I think it was $88 a year. It was a Black Friday, and I didn't mind that, but I'm not paying no $30 or $40 a month for,
No.
I mean, I do like where you can put your overlays and this and that, but I don't. It's not worth that to me. And I know some people use the Restream and the other ones, but this one to me still works the best, even though it was the free version. So
I'm using Talk Studio, and it's $17 a month, something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they pretty much. I mean, they're almost identical, most of them, But I can still play my intros. I just have to load them up down here and present them. But that's kind of a
little out as a video.
Yeah, it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of a workaround, and it's just not as easy, and the overlays. But hey, I don't know. We've been streaming. We're in our 6th year already, so I think people kind of know. I mean, yeah, I liked it because it did make it a little more. I don't know. I say professional, and you could do a few things. But hey, I'm we all having fun, and that's what people. I know, it's fun to do this, but don't take it so serious.
That's it. We were talking about South Florida yesterday, and I'm not going to fly this time. I was going to just drive down, and Ron had a great suggestion. He says, "Why don't you just rent a car? That way you're not wear and tear on your truck." And I said, "Hey, that's true." And I just looked up prices, and I can get a car from Wednesday to Tuesday for $165. I'm like, you got to be joking.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, unless that's $165 a day, but it said weekly.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be. I mean, they went up for a while, but not that much. So where would you come down at, Philip, and you would hit 10 somewhere?
Yeah, I'd hit 10 and come on down that way.
I mean, like, where would you hit 10 at?
I can hit it. I can hit it at Cottondale, in that area. Either Cottondale or I know it. I just can't think because I see it. I know it because I go that direction every time.
Is that east of Tallahassee or west of Tallahassee?
West of Tallahassee.
Okay.
West of Tallahassee.
So you'd be coming. Hey, you could just meet up with me and follow me on in.
Okay. Well, because when are you coming down?
I am gonna leave here on Tuesday, probably around 10 in the morning. I usually get to Tallahassee because I usually go by Scott's, and I probably am, but Scott had that bus mishap with his hit his house there where he's his office area. So he's still kind of battling that, and so we'll see. So I usually, and I'll spend a night there in Tallahassee or a little bit further, and then when we get up that morning, Wednesday morning, well, we'll be only, I don't know, we're only about 6 hours. It splits the trip for me. It's 12 hours exactly, and I mean Scott's house couldn't be no more in the middle than, so we always catch a little something to eat that evening, and Scott gets up about 4. We always say we're leaving around 6 in the morning, but we're probably on the road for 5. So we catch the hotel. We're at the hotel for about noon, and so yeah, we have a great. Now last year we actually got it at the hotel on Tuesday. We're gonna get there Wednesday this year. So.
Well, I'm thinking mine is. I'm looking it up right now. I'm thinking mine's like 8 hours. I think.
Oh yeah, for the whole trip.
I think I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's
so just well the West Palm Beach, which I'm not going there. That's an hour and about an hour and a half away from Stewart. It's 10 hours, so I'll say about 9 hours.
Yeah, man, I'll lose I pick up an hour going, of course, but it's not a bad. I mean, now that morning when I come home, I'm back at Scott's house around noon, but I'm not gonna stop at lunchtime, and because I'm only 6 hours from home, so I do drive it. So it's a nice 12-hour drive or 11-hour drive. You actually pick up an hour, so but. I mean, I know that, and I do it every year. I mean, we always leave at 6 in the morning from Florida, so it's like me leaving at 5 in the morning, So, but yeah,
I would go down, and then I would go through Tallahassee, of course, and
we go through 75 Gainesville and hit all the bypass or the toll road they call it, and then it's only, like I say, from Tallahassee it's 6 hours or right at it,
Yeah. So if you go to 75.
Yeah, we go down 75 and cut across, and we go through the villages. Got to stop there. They got a lot of single women there at the villages, So.
Way it's showing me, I would hit I-10 at Marianna. Right at Marianna.
Yeah.
If I'll go that direction.
It's not a bad drive. Once I get through, like once I get, because it used to take me 3 hours to get to our condo there in Orange Beach. And I stop right there at that Buc-ee's and at Orange Beach, and then I'm only it's exactly 3 from my house, and basically it's 3 hours from there to Scotty's house. So, and Scott, I know people have been asking. Scott's just been busy. I know I did talk to Scott, I think last Sunday, not this past. It's been a week ago, but he just hadn't been on a lot of streams, and people were asking. He is doing okay. He's busy, and then he's fooling with, like I say, that bus that came through there, and I mean, it's not his office; it's where he streams from, and of course, I'm not getting into too much of the business. Insurance companies being insurance companies, or being an insurance company, So he's dealing with a lot, and he's just kind of been aggravated, and he's got a lot going on at his new house. So he's okay though. So it's
I've sent him a couple of texts and say, "Hey man, it's still out there thinking about you."
Yeah.
So, I mean, we get busy. We do get busy, and over the holidays, I got between being sick and everything, and a lot of other stuff going on, just a lot of stuff. And now I'm back at work, and yesterday was a little reprieve. About 2.5 hours up there, 2.5 hours back. So we had a good time though. We got to fly the sculptures and stuff, and on top of that, while I was gone doing my walk of shame to go get my Neo 2, which Neo 2, DJI needed to develop turtle mode for Neo 2. Because every time I crash into something, I land upside down. I'm like, dadgummit, let me go get it. So while I was gone to my walk, I came back and Brad had this card of this guy that works at Sculpture Park. He's their maintainer, and he was basically telling us he didn't mind us flying. We just couldn't fly on the back section where the armory was. Don't fly near the armory. They don't like you. They don't like you to fly over there.
Huh.
So we had a good time. We had a really good time yesterday.
How do you fly the Neo 2, Philip? I mean, how would you fly it with goggles? Or?
I flew it with goggles yesterday.
Yeah, it's a great little drone for that. I mean, it's almost like when you get to flying it, the only negative you'll start kind of I don't know. Well, I say so much more flying it with the RC2. I guess I would say you're kind of looking for. Oh, I want to zoom in on this and all. I don't have that. But it's a fun little drone to when you get to flying it. Even FPV, I know Joe and I flew it out at the little park we go to out in the swamp. And man, you know what? They planted, and it's funny because we went out there and they planted like, I don't know, we tried it. Well, I think Joe counted them. It's like 30 little trees, and basically all these are sticks sticking up. Don't ask me. They're like 5 to 10 feet apart. And I don't know what kind of tree they are, but so we was going through them and all. But it is a nifty little drone. You can do a lot of stuff with it. So
after I crashed yesterday and I went and walked to go get it, I turned off my goggles and turned off the controller, and I turned it back on, and I told it to follow me. So it followed me back through some sculptures and stuff like that. I went walking through sculptures, and I got back to the truck, and I even got it on my GoPro, and I'm gonna put it all together and everything. I'm like, guys, I can't find my damn drone. It was sitting behind me going, and I said, man, y'all seen it? And they said, Philip, it's behind you. And I was like, oh, hell.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Well, the thing about, you mentioned turtle mode, but one thing it does, Philip, most of the time it'll tell you, I think it says, doesn't it say like crash detected? When you, and then
impact.
You have to turn it off or turn it back on to get it, and that's, I don't know. They would have to do away with that crash detected, and then, even be able to flip it over, because a lot of times I know Joe, I think I guess it was might have been a Avata too, maybe. I don't know. One of them, maybe it was a Neo, but he hit the top of the shed, a little gazebo, and like we're standing on top of a garbage can trying to reach it. And everybody was saying, some people, not everybody, but why don't you just start it? Well, that makes sense because it was right side up. But once you get that crash detected, it won't, restart unless you, I guess, turn it off or, so.
You got to go get it.
Yep.
I mean, I said, unfortunately, I got to go get it.
Sergio, welcome in. Who else is in? O'Brien, Waypoint, New England. Hey, Philip, he's saying.
Good morning.
Brian.
Good morning. Well, I got to go meet painters at one of our branches at 8:30 this morning.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty well going to end. I just want to remind everybody about the show. We got Mr. Vic Moss. I know Vic's been on a ton of shows, but I figured good time. I let it go. I didn't want to ask him a couple weeks ago, and right after December, I said, hey, let it get through, and we kind of see where we're at. Gator Drone, John, welcome in. Just kind of see where we're at. But I don't know. It is what it is, and we still have a lot of great drones to fly, and I think we'll get through this, and some maybe through different. Looks like little, I don't know. They looks like now they can add drones or take drones out, and maybe now I think some of these guys are thinking that the agriculture end, they would have read the bill and said it just said drones, and to them drones mean something as big as this key right here, or either big as your truck. You know, it just said drones. So
Well,
they could have left the stuff
really
250
good.
out. Yeah, they could have left the agriculture drones, and but as they still do interviews with their DJI mics on their lapels, the senators.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's some of this stuff you can't make up, but
Oh, I know. No,
listen,
you can't.
you know what? I think most people would agree. If the Army or the military, I have no problem with the military, say, not using any DJI drones, and they don't probably need DJI drones. They got drones that we don't even want to know what they can do. But as far as hobbyists and all of that, there's no reason that we can't say buy the new Mini 5 or Mini 6 coming out or whatever. But hey, that's the subject for another. The morning you go live, I'm at Junior. Yeah, I know. As RTC. No, what is it? What's he doing? Oh yeah, he's at the. They have a little celebration or doing a little program or something. Oh, he's doing headshots for the ROTC. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe was shooting yesterday. So, all right, Philip. Well, thanks for popping on, brother, and I'll see you tonight if you can join us. Welcome in.
I will. I'll find some time to squeeze in a little bit.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. I'm gonna end this, and I just wanted to remind everybody about the show tonight, and we got a couple great prizes. We got some ND filters for the Avata 2, and I'll give away a Johnny Drone Flyer T-shirt that I have made up. I made it yesterday, so it's laying around here. So, all right, guys, have a great day, and see you tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Myself and Captain Ray Kelly. We'll have Vic Moss, and we'll show a few videos at the end. And thanks for joining in this morning. See you tonight.